The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the Divisional Round Finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now. We're going to get a timeout here. Play clock was down to 4 seconds. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 3 now. From the 37. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Moore's got it. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and just 2 to go. Williams from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. That's into the hands of Moore. That play good for 17 on a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw is Williams. Intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Horn to pick it up.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young working from the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Brooks on the counter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running once more with Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 19. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Camarda on to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has the connection to Adunze. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Stick it in the air. It's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 43. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. There he goes on the right side. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Williams to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Panthers, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the pistol, it's Young. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Sticking to the air, it's Young. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Brooks runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Camarda on to send it away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Swift gets it on the option. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes the hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Oh. There to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Bears working here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Swift gets it, going left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now here's Williams. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Moore going to motion over right. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brown with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Brown with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off here for Brooks. No one around. He's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A tight end in motion now. Play action now, Young. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Third down run with Brooks. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They've got a man in motion. Going for it with Brooks. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
First down, ball at the 36. Young working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Takes off right out of the read option. Oh, he loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give right side for Swift. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going to run again with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Williams set to pass. Lays out left side and gets it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running behind center with Swift. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw is Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Swift. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. Williams from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Flush down now to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Second and 6 coming up here. Young on the play action. That's going to be caught by Washington. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. from the 23. He has it at the 5. He has the Carolina touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Now Camarda on to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Williams to throw on 1st. Completed here to Komet. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass caught by Odunze. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kane, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. Third down. Now Williams. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Williams will look to throw. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
What you got? Come on, show him what you got. Where's your courage?
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running the toss here to Brooks. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hubbard again. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers about set to celebrate this win.
Can't we score?
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Young. He finds Sanders. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look at the big guys up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They kneel it out, and that's it. They're going to be playing in the NFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in